I'm pretty nervous, sentimental, and even sad.
I know.
What we are doing tonight?
We are doing the last chapter of the first season.
And it's gonna be kind of recap.
Yeah. So what about a recap? That is the name of our chapter.
Okay.
You like that?
Good. I do, because it's been a journey to us.
Yes.
And I'm pretty curious about what we have to say about our favorite moments.
Yes.
Or stuff we are remembering the most of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a year plus minus of this experience. So I know we have a lot of stories and a lot of behind the scenes that we never put out.
But we want to share.
But we want to talk about it a little bit and reminisce, through this whole project, through this whole journey, and, share with you guys all the fun that we had. So, with that being said, how about we toast to the final episode
What about the
of
recap? Yeah.
this season?
Cheers.
What are we drinking?
White wine.
White wine. And for our viewers on YouTube, you can see that this is a very full glass. It's so good. Let's see.
Cheers.
That's good. It's gonna bring a lot of emotions too.
Yeah, but we had already a white wine on an episode.
Oh, good question. I don't remember. I
'Cause
want to
every
say we have
episode-
red wine for
Yeah.
sure. I don't remember if we had white wine. What was your favorite drink of all of our 8 episodes and chapters? I know what mine is. Can I start?
Of course.
Margarita night.
Really? And you remember what episode it was?
I want to say it was episode 7. And the reason why I know that
Is because I don't.
Someone got a little drunk.
Yeah. Ah, okay, so that's why I don't remember even that we have margaritas.
Exactly.
No, my favorite drink was probably the red wine.
Yeah.
No, and the beer.
I mean, we had beer, Ugos, red
Ugo.
wine,
No.
white wine.
Because I had a fun moment with the beer.
Yeah.
Where it was
That is cute.
Yeah.
I think it's in our opening video, which is cute.
in the intro.
Yeah.
So that's why I remember it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very good. So let's walk through memory lane. I mean, back in 2022 is when you came up with the idea, you pitched it to me, and I guess we can say the rest is history. But what a lot of people don't know, and what we didn't know at the time, is that all the work that the podcasts actually
Takes out of
takes. Yeah. I want to say though that maybe it was also too ambitious of me to pitch, videos, audio, drinks, this and that. And maybe we underestimated the amount of work that it would be, and that we put so much work on ourselves that it was like, okay, that's a lot of work. But in the process, I learned a lot. I was very engaged creatively, which that's also nice to have, because I'm a very creative person, so I need to find different things to let that out and use my talents. But it was a lot of work.
But we did great.
We did do great.
And both of us learned something not only about each other,
Yes.
but also like on our skills with editing.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, I mean, we have huge plans and many ideas.
Yeah.
And to wrap it up somehow and to make like a full concept.
Yeah.
It's not that easy, and I think both of us didn't knew what the journey will be.
Yeah.
But still, I'm very proud of us
Absolutely.
because we did really great.
Yes, we did.
And it's fun.
Actually, let's have a drink to that as well.
To us.
That deserves a drink to
Yeah.
us. Ooh. Looking back, so what was let's start with your biggest challenge. What was the biggest challenge that you did not foresee during the podcast journey?
I think speaking to you, but with knowledge that it's like a record, so that we are like on air, and that someone will be listening to it. So this kind of feeling like, yeah, you are saying something what will be heard in the future.
Yeah.
So it was pretty scary to me, and sometimes I was very stiff, you know what I mean? And it's like, even if we are alone here and with us and having drinks and having an idea somehow, but it feels still like there would be an audience just sitting in front of us.
Yeah, that is true.
And I don't know, everyone expect to, oh, you want to be funny, you want to be like looking good and sound good and all this stuff. So before we started, it was to me like an easy idea, like sitting next to you, having a drink and talking and but to do it like in a serious way and to do it like for real, it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
But I mean, from time to time, it was like easier and easier.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think we got the hang of it. Maybe our listeners and viewers don't know this. So part of I don't want to ruin the magic of it all, but, part of it is we both have full-time jobs, our families, our friends. And having this project did, take a big chunk amount of time. So in order for us to find the time to meet up and record was very difficult. And it had to do with a lot of planning on both of our sides to be like, there were some sacrifices made. Okay, I'm not doing this to make sure that we record this and vice versa. And there were some moments that we did 2 podcasts at once. And I think that's where my one of my favorite moments that I will share in just a bit. We did 2 episodes back to back. And
2 or 3?
No, 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
it was
thought
2.
even 3.
No,
oh
no,
my
that was
gosh.
2. That was 2. It was actually chapter 6 and 7 that we did together on one day.
Enjoy.
And I mean, you guys know what we're talking about. You guys have heard it by now, so
And
but
if not, skip back.
but that episode, chapter 7, we had margaritas, which, by the way, that was my favorite drink.
And you made them.
I did. I made them, and I made them strong. And she doesn't remember half of that episode because, yeah.
But they were good.
They were good. Of course, they were good.
They worked out.
But finding the time to record these episodes, and then we sat down and did 2 back to back. That was very challenging to be so. Like you said, it's just the 2 of us and we're having a conversation, but back in the back of your head, that everybody's going to listen to that. And when I mean everybody, I mean all 100 of you. We love you.
All of our fans.
Yeah.
Thousands of them.
Yeah.
But it's like strange to us, when sitting and talking in a cool way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's difficult. So you can try it out. Try it out.
It is a journey. It is going back to when I said, being ambitious. I mean, the whole idea of this was a podcast. But then from the podcast, you start putting ideas on there, and that's where the YouTube and video comes in. And where we thought like, hey, let's have 2 different cameras. We have 2 different microphones. And again, this is a learning process. We're learning from it. When we get to season 2, we will make some changes to make our lives easier and to maybe even do more episodes if people like it. But it was interesting to see how all of that works, and even just starting your podcast page in Spotify and Apple Podcasts, even in YouTube, coming up with those legal things behind the scenes. I'm like, what is all of this? And for a little moment, I thought that would be a problem because we were ready to launch. But there was some problem with one of the Apple Podcasts that we needed to wait for an approval. And we're like, oh my God, we're not going to make it on time. But we ended up making it in time. But those are things that you don't think of. You just think, hey, let's just sit down, record, and post. And it's
I mean, even creating content for Instagram, for example, or taking photos, pictures, and to make it like funnier. It's not only about launching an episode on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube, but it's also to keep the people curious and interested, and also even like with a behind the scenes look during the time. And that's pretty hard. And I mean, my skills on editing are growing. They are still growing. And most of the job you did, to be honest.
Well,
of course we did it together.
Yes, we did it together.
But it was still hard work to figure out or to find out who is doing what. And in which way. And I mean, it's still two of us. And even if we are like, we have a good connection and it's our podcast, it's still all about finding, how you call it? In a marriage, like compromise.
Compromise. Okay, I didn't know where you were going with that. Yeah, compromise,
like,
yes.
I like this picture, but you don't like it because of you, and in opposite. So
I mean, simple things like that. But we did want to have visuals as well to go with the content.
Exactly.
And doing these photo shoots, I don't feel so comfortable also in front of the camera all the time. I mean, sometimes if I'm drunk, sure, I'll be like, yes, I film myself. But if not, then, And I think one day when we did the Zurich photo shoot, we were out in Zurich doing this photo shoot, and
I loved that day, and I still love it.
Yeah, it was a very nice day.
Yeah.
However,
it was very spontaneous. We didn't
it?
plan it like for 2 months.
No, but I think it was right as we knew that the chapter 3?
What about Zurich?
Yeah. Well, which chapter? Chapter 4, am I correct?
I think
So chapter 4, what about Zurich? Right before
no,
we were...
chapter 2.
Chapter 2! Okay, good thing we're doing the best stuff, the recap.
No, chapter 3.
All right, so chapter 3, what about Zurich? Before we launched that episode, I thought, why not show our city? Let's go and take pictures. And
I mean, even the idea for the intro video was like to show Zurich on that. The first one.
Back. When we were still not even in the process of recording, when we were thinking of ideas, we thought, let's do an introduction video. And we will be walking around Zurich and stuff. But it didn't work out, and that's okay. I like the intro that we have. It's simple, it's us, and it's where we're doing the podcast,
But we wanted to involve Zurich
But
more.
we did, and I thought, what best time with this episode? So we went out, we had, what were the drinks called? Those were good drinks.
Schlampe. And by the way, I had them last weekend.
Without
Again.
me? How rude.
I'm so sorry, and I didn't know that they even
And you
had
didn't
it.
even take a picture and send it to me and say, hey, I'm thinking of you, I'm drinking a Schlampe.
This is what you call it, Schlampe. So, cheers, Schlampe.
I'm gonna go get one.
Mm-hmm. Last Saturday, and I was so surprised because I was together with someone who is listening to our podcast.
Oh, a fan.
And he
Hi,
knew
fan.
about
it's a he, okay.
And he was like, Linda, here's your drink. And I was like, which one? Schlampe. And
No
I was like,
way!
No, really.
Whoever you are, yay, thank you. If you see me out, you can buy me a Schlampe too. No
Yeah, exactly. It's two of us. No, but that day I will always remember somehow because it was really spontaneous, cool, and fun, productive.
Very productive. We took 500 pictures.
Yeah, and 2 of them worked out.
That's not true. Okay, there were like more like 6, and there was a we were. What were we doing? So we would go back and forth taking pictures, and then we thought, what about us? Well, yes, let's take a break. But then what about us? I'm like, we usually in our Instagram, if you guys have noticed, we have a cool pattern. We have Ray, us, and myself, Ford. And then it goes Ford, us, and Ray.
So it's solo, double, solo.
Exactly. And so we tried to do that. And then when we were in Zurich, taking these pictures, we're like, oh my God, what about us? Well, how can we integrate both of us together? And we were thinking, okay, let's do a timer. And there was this really nice group of people who just, they were so nice. Yes, they came up and they're like, can we take pictures for you? And they turned out good. So the ones that are actually in our Instagram with the both of us together, and the upper house is behind us. Shout out to you for taking those nice pictures. They
were really cute.
They were really good.
So
they
nice.
were nice pictures.
And they are still following to us, and they're still listening.
Okay. And even look at like I was saying, there were 500 pictures. There were so many that I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing with my face? In my thoughts, I thought I was smiling, looking good and sexy, and then I look back,
you know
I'm
what I
like,
mean?
no.
Because during that day, both of us were happy and excited and like, oh my gosh, we are such a supermodels, fucking pop stars here. And afterwards, it was like, oh no.
I think it was after the Schlampe.
Yeah. But we had fun.
It was a really fun day.
At least, even if it's like only 2 or 3 pictures, we did it.
Yeah.
And as you was already talking about this scheduling and finding time and to make it together work out, it's not that easy because we are not full-time podcasters.
No.
Not yet.
This is our hobby.
Yeah.
And as a hobby, then, there are other priorities that we have.
But what I'm mostly proud of, it's like, especially at the beginning, as we did launch the first episode, we showed the cover and all the stuff. Yeah. Everyone was really like our friends and family, people who are close to us and were able to give us the feedback. We're like pretty happy and surprised because it looked and seemed to be very professional, and we are.
First of all, we are professional.
But for this
just with no money.
Hobby, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so of course.
We look like not broke, being broke. So
yeah. I mean, I think both of us are very and I think that's where you went with the word compromise, because we actually had a photo shoot before for the cover, and somehow.
No,
it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, and I actually did like it, but I am so happy that Linda refused and said, nope, we're redoing it, and we chose another location, and that's what ended up being the podcast cover and a lot of our funny podcast covers that we do in the middle of Instagram, for example.
And this is also something that I learned because, I mean, even having like a friendship and being like a host together on a podcast, it's not that easy to say, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, I don't know, get on your nerves or being annoying or whatever. But both of us did that, and we found always like this fucking word I always
forget.
Compromise. What about compromise? But yeah, it was the biggest lesson to me to find a way together with you to create something and to make something we both like, we are proud, and we are standing behind that, because I never wanted to do something I'm not happy with.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, both of our names are on it.
Exactly.
And I want to look good. You want to look good. I don't want to make you look bad. I know you don't want to make me look bad. and therefore we're always going to try to, in both of our interests, put the best out for both of us. And I mean, like you said, this is recorded, this is out there for everybody to hear. And you know, there were moments that, looking back, did I say too much or did I not say enough? It's also a struggle of, because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings that you love. But what we were good at is we never mentioned anybody's names. So nobody knows if we talked about somebody who you are. It's just a story of my life, a story of your life. And, you know, there were people involved in those stories. But I think we try to keep that also in a professional way and just share our experiences like that.
But we've been always honest.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It was like spontaneous. We never scripted.
There was never a script. We did have the topic.
Brainstorming or
The
like
topic,
a short
exactly.
scheduling, like what do we talk about? What is the title? Whatever.
Yes.
But even with Have You Ever, I never heard your questions, you never heard mine.
That is true.
And it's not that easy without being scripted.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's more complicated with still being fun and I don't know, the people find a
spontaneous.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can script it.
Oh.
I mean, I guess if you
I
have a
don't
whole
judge,
outline.
but I think many people does it or do that because.
But I think that's what makes our podcast fun. Is okay, yes, it is our lives, and not everybody knows us, but we are in that sense. Okay, we have a topic, but then what comes out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's cool.
It's pure.
Yeah.
I would call it pure, really. It's like
Ding.
you, me, like yin yang. You know the sign yin yang?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like
Yin-yang.
a kind of good yin yang. Kind of good makes like a good drink.
Speaking of drinks, I'm drinking again.
And yes, it was a great opportunity to me to get drunk. By
Okay, you
having
only
an
got drunk.
occasion.
You
No,
got drunk
just-
once.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not drunk now. We're having our drink. We're talking.
Tipsy.
But that night was drunk.
No, but it was fun. So I really like that.
So, what was your favorite chapter?
My favorite chapter was the first one.
Who are we?
Who are we? Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh, I think I know why.
he knows why.
Is it because
Yeah.
Is it because of the virus?
Of course. Also because of that, because it's like
I mean, come on, that was
It's
iconic.
yeah. But it took
I mean, I had family members that are also from Nicaragua, and they're like, virus. It was amazing. I love it.
and I already met people who told me like, Linda, are you sure that you want this to be on internet? Because there are many people from Nicaragua, even in Zurich, and they will recognize you one day, and it won't be that fun to you. But I never wanted to insult someone. No, it was just
Yeah.
like.
No, and I mean, I'm from
But it
Nicaragua.
was-
I didn't get insulted. I laughed my ass off. I thought it was funny.
And I mean, it's better to be out of country, which sounds like a virus, than out of the country of people who are stealing.
And that is true. You did say that about Polish people.
And by the way, can I tell you a story now?
Yeah.
It's a short story because I know it's not like a regular episode, but still there's time for 2-minute story. Because I had to think about the moment I told you, like, is it normal to people from Poland to steal
Yes,
something? And you was wondering.
because you stole something at Jesus.
Yeah, for example. And it's like in general about the Polish people.
Okay.
And I was visiting my mom this time, and then we were sitting together on a table, and I was like, oh my gosh, she had such a cute decoration, like new flowers and all this stuff. And there was a specific flower, and she was sitting next to me, like really regular person, like nothing happened. And she was like, yeah, and this one I got for free. And I was like, oh, such a good day for you. Like, did the cashier like you or whatever? And she was like, no, I took it just like that because there was no pricing on it. I asked them like 5 times, how or where can I pay? No one recognized me. No one was asking or answering a question. So I took it home and now I have my stolen claimed. And I was like, you see, Ford, this is what I'm talking about.
That's amazing.
And to her, it was like normal. Like, I took it home. It's like, oh my gosh, next time I'm gonna visit you at jail. I know that she won't be mad at me because I told this story.
Very good. I was gonna say.
I didn't mention her name, so.
But you're like, Mama.
Mama. But yeah, that was fun.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of the first chapter, do you remember that? Because when we first recorded our first episode, the one that released was actually not the first one we recorded. Fun fact. We met one night and said, okay, if we're going to do this, let's do a test run. First of all, how is it going to work with the microphones? How is it going to work with the computer or iPad? And you know, and we did a test run, and we ended up doing it 2 times, and then the third one is the one that we released.
But I love
They
the
were
first
both.
one.
They were all good. And so then I thought to myself, you know, we have 3 recordings for chapter 1, and I wanted ambitiously just put them all together into one. Let me tell you what a mess that was. I could not. It was so much content that we had. To do the best of all 3. That was so difficult. I could not do it because there were also parts that were like so good, and then we just have like a 3-hour first chapter.
But we had a struggle also because of the video, because then you had the idea that we're gonna put the video as well.
And we didn't
And
record that.
Yeah.
The first run, it was
And
just
even
testing, and we didn't record it.
To make a mix of it with the videos wouldn't make sense
Yeah.
because it was not like in common.
Yeah.
So we
they were
had
not
to
all
take a
recorded,
yeah. But I love the very, very, very first one, and I'm still for it that we're gonna make a blooper video out of it because it was very trashy.
We did release a blooper video once.
From the very first episode?
Of the first?
It's still top secret.
Top secret, I don't even know. Which one? What?
The very first one. Who are we?
Yeah, but we did a blooper of us like
Countdown.
getting ready. No. In Instagram, we have a reel of our bloopers of getting ready.
Yeah, but it's only like for seconds.
Okay, plus I don't think it has sound. I think it has a music in the background. But if you hear like the bloopers of us talking, that's something else.
This is what I mean.
Yeah,
So it was the very, very, very first episode with the very first topic.
Okay.
And I was happy, then I was not happy, then I was happy, and it's like a roller coaster. But it was the very first one we did. And I still love it till today. It's like, but it's not official. It's not. We
Okay.
didn't.
Okay,
show
good. When do we get to see it?
I hope soon. Maybe season 2. Season 2 out of blooper. No, who knows? Maybe.
Okay.
But I like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
What else? What was your least favorite moment that you would say, I wish I could redo that?
Have you ever?
Why?
I don't know, but I think my questions were not that cool, and it was not that.
Yeah, I remember the first question. Have you killed someone?
No. So this is something I would wish to redo.
Yeah.
Like to say less of okay, okay.
All right. So why don't you ask me a question now? Have I ever? And then you can what's the word? And then you can recompensate for the question that you didn't like before, and now you can ask me a question. Have I ever?
Oh, okay. So, have you ever wished another co-host?
Yes.
I knew
Have
it.
you heard of Mariah Carey?
I don't know her. This is what I
I
learned
mean,
from you.
yes. I mean, imagine with Ford and Carey. I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't replace you.
I mean,
We got a good.
Carry Ray. So you need only CA in additional way with Ford.
Carey.
Carey.
There you go. Oh, the three of us then, with Ford
K
and
Ray.
Ray.
Perfect.
Mariah, we're waiting.
Okay. Good. But I mean, for Mariah, I will step back.
I would just do something else with her.
What about
For
you?
Christmas, I was on with some friends and I posted a really funny "All I Want for Christmas Is You" video.
Already saw.
But that was like, a while back. But it was fun. That was a good memory of of Christmas time.
It looked like fun.
And it was very spontaneous too. And we had glühwein, which is mulled wine, warm
Red wine.
Yeah, but warm.
Hot.
And you start drinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the 6th one, I was like, guys, I have an idea. And yeah, that was fun. Anyways, I don't know why I brought that up. But
No, because it reminds me of the video you did with me on Halloween. Remember? Which you also posted.
That was we did post it in Halloween last year. Yeah, that was fun.
This is your creativity.
Yeah, and that was spontaneous too.
Yeah, no, that's what it means.
Yeah,
so it's great, and people always enjoy it. So
yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah, we got a good feedback from those.
For the Halloween one or for the Christmas one?
For both.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you guys remember the video of Ray? I think it must have been back in chapter 7 when we had margaritas. And we posted this video of Ray and she was pouring a glass or two of margarita. That was nice. I love that video. I liked it.
Do I remember the video?
Yes. No. Maybe not.
Was it without my hat? That one.
Your head is in it.
It is. Okay.
A little bit. Yeah. But that was a fun video.
Yeah.
Any other fun moments?
Oh my gosh, many of them.
Tell me.
I mean,
like
every 5 minutes before we started to record this, it's like fun to me. Even saying, hey Ford, hey Ray, it's like a standard phrase to us, and it's something with it kind of thing for us, but it's still not that easy.
It is
takes
not.
A while.
It takes a while to get the ball rolling. Yeah. And
either I hate it or you hate it, or we are just asking each other like, what was that? So yeah.
And then we're like, start over.
Oh.
Yeah. But those are fun because then you kind of like, I think there was, we start and then we're like, damn it, there was some really good stuff in that, and then somehow we get stuck on something, and the perfectionist side of us is like, no, let's start over.
But we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. What about me?
What moment did like move something inside of you, or you really remember, or you are like, it taught me something or showed me something?
I think I learned a lot from you, and that really stuck with me. Chapter 6, I want to say, or was it chapter 5? Maybe chapter 5 with family, friends, and love, part 1.
Always talking about the trilogy, so you love it.
I mean, there were some good moments. And I think when you shared the part of your life, and at the end of the day, it shows how strong you are, and that was very nice to see that from you. And I'm proud of you, Ray. cheers to that. And I know you're proud of yourself because we talked about that in that episode, and I thought that was
Yeah, now I remember that moment. Yeah. But it was kind of sentimental and it's very personal.
Yeah.
It was really deep.
Yeah.
And this is what I also liked, like afterwards, that we had like a good mix of making fun, being serious, or just normal.
Yeah. I mean, I think we were very good at that. That we were always honest. We try to be funny. I mean, we're laughing at each other. And there were some moments that were really deep, you know, and kind of seeing that, like how vulnerable we got and share those moments, knowing that people will listen to this and we still share that. I thought that was nice.
But it's also nice that it happened only because of the podcast. It's not, I hadn't that feeling that it could happen like, I don't know, in a normal life, maybe, of course. Yeah. But this kind of journey and project and this stuff with you was really helpful to get more information and to get deeper into your personality or what you made through or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of. This is what makes me happy. So forth. And is there a moment you're like ashamed of or you regret? Because we both know that it will end up on internet and it's not like on Vegas stays on Vegas. I mean, of course, on internet it stays on internet. But I was thinking multiple times if I will be like happy with that even like in 10 years. Of course, it's like a stupid question, but still, is there something you would change or you would do differently?
No. Okay. I think everything I've said came from the heart. I was honest. They were my true feelings. So maybe if now those feelings have changed, I'm still not ashamed of it because that's what I was feeling and those feelings were relevant back then. But I don't think I regret anything that I shared or that I overshared, or that I didn't share enough. Not that I can think of, actually. No.
But that's
I'm scratching
great.
my head. I'm like, I don't think so. I think I was...
I mean, of course, there are for sure small details because he's like really Mariah Carey, even the lightning and all that stuff. But I'm talking about stuff like in general, and it makes me happy right now, really, to hear that you're not regretting it and that you're still with the project and it's like with Ford and Rey and yeah, it sounds good and makes me proud and it gives me like a warm feeling.
Yeah. No, I don't. I can honestly say I don't regret anything that I shared, anything that we've done. I think, again, we've learned not only on a personal level, we've learned about each other, but learned about different skills that we cannot put in our resume, that we've done. I can say I am a podcaster, bitches.
I mean, at least it could happen like, okay, it's rolling, and then you think like, oh my gosh, what I'm doing here, but okay, I'm gonna do it till the end, but then forget it, get out of here. But
I mean, no, like I said at the beginning, like I did not foresee the amount of work that it would take. And I just kept putting ideas, and we built these great ideas, and then actually taking action to make those. You're like, oh my God, that was a lot. That was a lot to take in, But that's still not a regret. It's a learning experience. And I hope that when we eventually maybe launch season 2, whenever that is in the future, that we have learned from season 1 and we will make our lives better, and we will better in the sense easier to navigate because we've learned what we've done. And so it will make our lives easier to maybe invest the time in something else to make it better. Yeah. Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time. And we want to say thank you.
Thank you to all of you.
Yes,
And I
thank
mean,
you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I don't regret anything I said, but I regret how I said some things. I think so.
Like what?
I don't know, but I wish to have better English or to be less drunk or stoned
Okay, that was
on
once.
my chapters. Yeah, but I was taking a look at it. I'm really proud of us, and I'm really happy about this, what happened, because it was really a dream to me, and I'm really happy about it. No question. It's out of the question, so it's okay. But still, I think, oh my gosh, you could have better makeup, or you could have this and that. This is something what I'm thinking about.
Maybe for season 2, we have makeup
First of all,
artists.
yeah.
We
And
have
second
a
of all-
budget. Sponsors? Hello.
Hello, but no, that's what you said. Like, it takes a lot of time, and you have to be really on fleek and on point with many things. You never think about it before, like, so it's
Yeah.
like
That's
something you think, oh, you sit down and you talk and you have fun and 2 or 3 drinks and then it's okay. But no, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not something I regret, but something I would love to do better, maybe for season 2.
There you go.
That's the point.
Very good.
But I'm also like very thankful to all the support and all the people who are giving us the feedback.
Yeah.
Not only positive, but honest one.
Thank you to you for being a great co-host. And yeah, thank you to everybody who's listened, to people who have written us DMs, saying how you've enjoyed it, how much you like it. All of you who have liked our pictures, who have liked our YouTube page and follow us, and that means a lot to us, and
It does.
that's very, very nice. That people are listening to us.
And I mean, we do it for us, and we had an idea and a dream and whatever. But I still enjoy, and we enjoy if you have fun with that and listening to us. And stories like, oh yeah, I'm listening to you from time to time. It drives me crazy, it drives me nuts. It makes
nice,
me.
though.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, even seeing us on Spotify officially,
Yeah,
or
that's
Apple
cool.
Podcasts, or YouTube, or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, we made it. We really did. Because it's our work, and it was no one else who did that for us. So we did from A till Z, everything from us. Always so.
High five to that.
For the third. Today it's like high five, not cheers!
Because I ran out of wine.
Yeah, I mean, after the
I mean,
7th episode, it's
Se-
enough.
Season 2, we need to have more alcohol.
Definitely. Maybe like 2 different drinks per episode.
Oh my goodness, and then some shots.
Oh, please.
Wow. That's hilarious. All right. So, Ray,
Ford.
thank you so much for a wonderful season. So, Ray and I will take a little break and stay tuned for when season 2 comes out in the future. We don't know dates, we don't know when, we don't know the time, but
We will do that.
we will do that for sure.
We are
And
working on it.
we're gonna come back better, bigger, stronger, sexier, with more makeup and more drinks.
Exactly. So it's gonna be more. And thank you for all your support for the
Yes.
journey till now.
Yes,
So far, it makes us happy, really.
for sure.
And we're gonna stay on track.
Yes.
And I also want to thank you. And I'm looking forward for the next season.
Yay.
Not chapter.
Yes,
Season.
next season. So on
Cheers
that,
to
let's
that with
turn.
your
Yeah,
empty
but that's
fucking
okay.
glass.
There's still some in there. Hold on. Watch.
What?
I got some. So